In this lesson, we are going to answer one of the most fundamental questions for anyone starting out in e-commerce. What is dropshipping? By the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding of how dropshipping works, why it is such a popular business model, and how you can use it to build a profitable eBay store. Let's dive in. So, first of all, let us start by answering what is dropshipping. At its core, dropshipping is a retail fulfillment method where you, as the seller, don't keep any stock, don't keep any products that you sell. No storage, nothing of that sort. So instead, when a customer places an order on your eBay store, in this example, you purchase an item from third-party supplier like Amazon. Kind of this graph right here. Walmart or AliExpress or any of those other suppliers that we will talk about in more depth in other lessons. And have it shipped directly to the customer. This means that you never have to handle the products yourself or worry about inventory space, storage, so on. So let's break it down into a real-world example. As you can see in this example right here, you list a coffee maker, for example, on eBay for $150. A customer buys it for that price, you order it for $100, and your profit is $50. There's a lot of other variables that play a huge role on your profit margin. Just don't expect this type of profit margin. It's usually around 20%, I would say, but this is a rough estimate and it might differ from a business to another, from a supplier to another, from a website to another. And as I said, a lot of variables come into place. So, as I said, that's the essence of dropshipping, but this is just an example. The profits are just, as I said, an example for it. And yeah, so basically, as I said again, the person buys, you as the dropshipper tell the supplier to ship it to the customer's address, and you've got it. First of all, you might be wondering, how does it differ from traditional retail? Well, let's put it in this way. In traditional retail model, you buy products in bulk. You store them in warehouses and you handle shipping yourself. This requires significant upfront investment and ongoing costs for storage and logistics. So, with dropshipping, you don't need to buy inventory upfront and you don't need to worry about storage or shipping logistics. This makes dropshipping a low-risk, low-cost way to start an online business. However, there is a trade-off. Since you rely on third-party suppliers, you have less control over shipping times, product quality, and so on. If your supplier runs out of stock, for example, or the shipped product gets damaged, you are responsible for resolving the issue with the customer. And that's a very important point. Customer support is also a very, very important thing when it comes to dropshipping, and you have to be all professional about it and good with it. So yeah, that's why choosing a reliable supplier is a critical thing in dropshipping. A good supplier can break or make your business. So keep that in mind. As you can see right here, the essence of it working on your side is that you list the products on your online store, a customer buys it and pays for it, you order the product from the supplier. As I said before, the supplier ships it directly to the customer, you keep the profit. That's about it. So, why is dropshipping so popular? Let's break it down. First of all, I'll get started with low startup costs. No need to invest into thousands and thousands in inventory. All you need is a laptop, an internet connection, and a small budget for tools like product research, software, and so on. Flexibility. You can run your dropship business from anywhere in the world. This is a very good point. Scalability. Since you are not limited by inventory space, you can easily scale by adding more products or expanding to other platforms and so on. And finally is that you can have a wide product selection. You can sell almost anything without worrying about storage or space because frankly, you don't have to care about that because the supplier does that for you. But remember, dropshipping is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Success requires strategy, research, consistent effort, day in and day out. That's about it. So yeah, as I said, all of those things are listed here. Low startup costs, no need to buy inventory upfront. It's less risk. You can start with $100, but the more budget you have, the more flexible you can be. So that's a good point as well. But yeah, no storage or warehousing. Supplier handles logistics of the shipping of everything else. No need to stock on the product. Do not bother with product handling basically. work from anywhere, easy to scale, and you can sell almost anything as long as you can afford the shipping fees. But I would also like to debunk some common misconceptions about dropshipping before we wrap up. Let me address some common myths about dropshipping. So, to set your expectations right, if you enter dropshipping thinking any of those things that I'm going to talk about right now, trust me, it's going to be a short time before you get hit in the face with reality. So, keep that in mind. So, the first myth is that dropshipping is easy money. Well, it has low barriers to entry, but it requires hard work, researching products, optimizing listings, and providing excellent customer support. If it's easy, everybody would have done it. So it's really not. This is simply not the case, and it's difficult, not to a point where you're studying engineering and whatnot, but it is pretty simple. So you don't need any money to start. Well, costs are low at the start, but you still need some capital for tools, software, and initial marketing, depending on the strategy you take. So, and the third myth is that you can sell anything and make a profit. Well, frankly, not all products are profitable. You need to research, do market demand researching, competition, and profits margin. I mean, shipping alone can break your business. If you're shipping something heavy, that could cost more than the product itself. So yeah, understanding these realities will help you set realistic expectations and approach dropshipping with the right mindset. So keep that in mind. The other question that I hear a lot is, where can you dropship? Well, you can dropship in a lot of places: eBay, Amazon, Shopify, Etsy, Facebook Marketplace, and a lot of other online spaces. Any of those spaces work very, very well. And finally, I would like to finish this lesson with saying that there is big potential in dropshipping. It can lead you to bringing more money to your home, turning the side hustle to a full-time business, and overall having more free time and freedom. So in short, dropshipping is a fulfillment method where you sell products without holding inventory. It's different from traditional retail because you don't have to handle storage or shipping. Dropshipping is popular due to low startup costs, flexibility, scalability, but however, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not very easy to instantly get success, which requires, by the way, as I said, research, strategy, and effort. So now that you understand what dropshipping is, you are ready to take the next step in the following lessons. We'll explore, first of all, why eBay is one of the best platforms for dropshipping and how you can leverage the features to grow your business. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.